What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Fine Nino. Man, it's your boy Fine Nino. Welcome to the live stream. I know I had some technical difficulties, but we're back, live and direct. Got no post sent out. As you can see, we are rocking. As you can see in the title, we are playing our Buckeye season Dynasty. So let's do that. On the first note, let me check one thing here. Online leagues. Let me see. Stuff moves. Sound like we gotta get rid of these. So, alright. We're back. We're good. Ooh, tennis. Oh, dang. Dang, got some matchups. Notre Dame versus Tennessee. Miami versus Georgia. Oh, wait, how bad did ooh, 31-12. Spanking. No, this is not. This is here is just our online season we have with USC. So just looking. Can't check my. Ain't nothing I can do on this thing. So. Let's get to it. Let's get right to it. Let's start our season. Our game here. Man, I drink all the coffee. I didn't even know. We got Washington at Washington. Let's check on recruiting. I think I already did my recruiting, so I have to worry about it. But I want to make sure we did. Yeah, I didn't. Do this now. Let's see, he wants some playing time. You might not like our playing style, but okay, that's better. Let's do that. It's tough trying to find that combination, man. It is what it is. He's not gonna like the playing style, but the pro potential is there though. We did get a safety though. See this 5-star here. Alright, let me go find you some more points. Hold on. Oh, you wanna go to Michigan? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. out for him, but he don't want to come. Hey, welcome to the channel. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you are new. Alright, let's get into it, man. This might be a tough game against Washington. Let's get it.
Some would call it swag, some would call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one.
It's going to be a tough game. That's what that means.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies' offense will be first on the attack. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Williams will pass. Makes the grab. It's Lawson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
There he goes. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Here we go. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start.
It's a fumble.
Let's go.
Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line and pick up a 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about. Well, the kicking team obviously missed the fair catch signal. The officials did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the...
Bro, look at this pass interference, chat. Look at this pass interference. Look at this. This has to be pass interference. That's why it took so long to pass it to him. Look at this. Look, what is this? What is this? What is this? Look at this pass interference. He's just a beat to me.
One after the good game there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Sayin. The short hands, it's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in.
That's what we do right there.
Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Needed that. It's big, big touchdown, big touchdown. Big touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run.
We needed that right there, Chad. We needed that. That was
They're
good.
getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
All right, let's play some defense now.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Wait.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Oh, what a play.
Gets it out quickly. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. The inside handoff. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
Come on, switch
Well,
up to
guys,
that direction.
Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team.
That's right there.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. on the ground. It's Peoples. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The RPO, it's complete. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Man, they are next right now, man.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it.
I don't want to do that because I know they're about to come with some pressure.
And the Buckeyes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate. Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's 3rd down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Grab in the backfield. It's Jackson. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Gets rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw again. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good.
Yeah.
Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, The field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
What are they doing? What is it?
Quickly complete. And they get him down at the 43, but this is a kind of...
Chat, and now they ain't want me to pause it. Look at this shot. Look, bro, look at this. I didn't do none of that. I'm running after the guy, and he did that.
The play you want to build on. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Got a man. It's Coleman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across his 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Holds and fires complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Got to get a field goal here.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Back to pass. It's Sayin. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the back. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. With the catch, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up. Wants to go up top on first down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they'll try the field goal and try to draw even here before halftime. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
How big was that? Kicking the field goal to tie the game going into halftime, and you just sent a message to your opponent. There's a lot of ball left. We've got a lot of juice left in the tank. This game could go any way here in this last half.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Be a tough game,
Fellas,
man. We
looks
gotta
like
run the
we've
ball
got a
better for
great
sure.
scene today in Seattle.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
That's right there, man.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little game, no harm, no
The
foul.
fact that they got our other running backs not that good is kind of wild.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the grab, it's Peoples. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Donovan will not be denied.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
He will not be denied.
In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
It's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
I'm gonna do that.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Smith. Turning it on. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
To the air on first down.
He did throw it!
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Bro. He didn't throw the ball, bro. He didn't throw the ball.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He might want another play.
That's crazy.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
Sometimes I don't even have control of my players.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They have Haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll toss it. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Oh, they're cheating.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Dropping back, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs
Man,
on both
tick
sides
me
of
off.
the ball.
I gotta
To
lock
win
in
this
here.
football game,
That's a
it
tough
just
game
needs to
here.
start with one spark.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Together.
Let's take a look at our game stats
This is
before
crazy,
we move
man.
on.
I knew it was going to be a crazy game when they put me in the rain, man. I knew it.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring the running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
Handoff from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet.
Yeah.
All down, but he has
Big
enough
first
to
down
move the
return.
chains.
It's a big first down return.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more. Listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tate. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Red pass, it's complete. Got enough space.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route
That's
running,
exactly
right? You
what
got to
we
be
need right
precise.
there.
You got to
Now we
know
gotta get a
exactly
stop here.
what
Going
yard
back
you're
to this
running to.
time
The
bit.
quarterback
Sorry.
receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Williams will pass. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Give to the back.
Bro, what is this?
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option to give. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. Makes the catch at the 20. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
What is this? Why are they cheating me like this, bro?
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Calls his own number. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
You're going to miss it. Come on, miss it, miss it.
It's good. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock. You have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field is Sayin. Looking to the big tight end.
What a
Got
dart.
his man downfield. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
Well, that couldn't have worked out any better for the offense. Receiver understanding, hey, we're down in possession, 2-minute situation. We don't have timeouts. I got to catch this pass. I need to get out of bounds. He did exactly that.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Tate. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Finds his man. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turnover on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time, we got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's
Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down.
That's how
But
we
what a
lose.
play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the...
Man.
What a battle this game was. Went right down to the end. #1 team in the land gets knocked off. But sometimes this gives you a chance to recalibrate some things, guys.
Yeah, and they're going to have to...
That's some bull, Chad. They made that game so tough for me, bro. They made that game so tough, bro. Dropped to number 9. Oh my gosh. Like smack, 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 and then lose by 3. Like, oh my goodness. I could not believe they did that. All right, hold on, Chad. Let me go check on the family. Be right back. was some bull. We recalibrate. We fix it. We move on. Let's go. We got Minnesota. What we are going to do is we're going to switch it up here. We got a win out now. It was, bro. It was some bull. I appreciate that, though, man.
Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
It ain't no shame in
Columbus,
losing. It
Ohio,
ain't.
and the old
Taking on the chin.
on the banks of the old
I
Tangent.
wish I would have won
As
it,
we'll see
man.
a
I
squad
had that
from the
game,
Big
man.
Ten, the Minnesota
I
Golden
missed field goal.
taking on last
I
year's
missed field goal
national
right before
champions,
half.
the Ohio
What's the
State
difference?
Buckeyes.
Lost by
For
3.
EA
It would have been
Sports,
a
I'm
tie
Reese
game.
Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys,
That's
can't
tough.
wait to get this started.
It's tough. Sorry, though. We bounce back.
The
Got
Buckeyes
Minnesota.
will kick it off to get us underway.
Back at home. Let's go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these
Can't
guys
let 'em
can
do this
touch it
to
a
us.
bunch of
Let's go.
different ways.
Lock in.
And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. And as he throws, incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open.
Turning it on. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Using the quick game.
All right, defense. What's
Stopped
going on,
after
man?
a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crush.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Rushes on him. Slings it downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
So Ohio State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today.
Let's go.
And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player. But this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Finds his man. It's Tate. Races down to the toe and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field, so he's able to check it down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And he's going to try to and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball in there.
They'll try the right side.
Oh, my God.
There he goes. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
To the ground, he's got it again.
Let's go, Kiro.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And he got nothing. He got situation, understanding they're not trying to block me. They're trying to make me run upfield. No, sir. Good job being smart, gap sound, not letting the screen beat him. Nowhere to go.
Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Tate. Still running up for 40. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Oh, he's got some space. Ripped him off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Wants to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the
That's exactly what I get. That's exactly what I get.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football.
I was going to go back to Jeremiah, but
his 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Please do it.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Sayin. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
I gotta force it right here.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45.
Cannot throw 2 interceptions.
Off the play fake on 1st down.
Wide open. Like, yeah, they're about to score.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that
this is
play,
so
right? They hadn't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. Quarterback just flat. Missed it. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive. But now a couple unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Sayin. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire.
Try to get 1st down there.
On on 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Golden Gophers will punt this one away.
Good defense.
He's going to try to flip
All
the
right,
field
man, we
with
gotta
this
try to
one.
run this back. Man, come on.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. And the throw out to the sideline. Good for just a few yards. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I swear.
That's the end of the second
JJ got
quarter.
so
That means
many
it's time to
drops,
join
like-
Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The option look. He'll pitch it. Makes his man miss. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Gets it out fast. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
To the air. It's Saying. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's going to take it all the way back.
Julian is I'm having the worst game of my life with Julian right now.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Saying. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting him, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Motion from the wideout. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field.
Let's be smart here.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's got the first down and more. stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Gonna take a shot. Got it.
Keep pressing. I'm gonna take advantage every trip.
Ohio State.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
I had to lock in.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and hopefully move the football.
And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for room. It's Donaldson.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 4th quarter, baby.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
It got ugly real soon, real quick, man.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
That's about like the
It's a
C
point
right
in
there.
the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice 1st down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
I'm not going to force it.
Might be calling a hot route.
See what that safety does over top of Carnell.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air.
Jeremiah.
Grab near the marker. It's Smith.
Wasn't even wanting to do that. I was going to Cornell, but that safety was looking over top. He was definitely over top of Cornell. Let me see. Yeah, he shaded right over to him. And then that was good defense on him. He played the inside. Yeah, because he would have dropped down. So, yeah, this was the best play called.
These guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
It's perfect.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far. They've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
What are you trying to do? You trying to bait me, bro?
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what
they call holding because they thought I was going to pass to Jeremiah, bro. That's crazy. They call holding because they thought I was going to pass to Jeremiah.
They say you could call holding.
Bro, they called holding because they thought I was going to pass to Jeremiah. Look at this. Y'all say he open. He ain't open. That safety was on him, bro. Look at this. She was on him. That was going to be a pick. Definitely a pick. So now would have released it. Pick.
Every play.
That's some bull, though, man. That was not holding.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll knock him down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
The Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw it, Sayin. Get it out on the screen.
Let's go, Donaldson.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I think they have a chance.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Send him home. Send him home, child. Send him home.
That one ought to give them first control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Do not allow Washington to be a
salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. To the air, it's Lindsey. And he got smacked just as he released.
Bro, if this was computer, this is interception. Oh my gosh. Y'all know I'm spamming trying.
It's incomplete.
It's not even
this offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Can't White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10.
That's a goal, man.
Motion
So
from the
mad
wide
that they
receiver.
scored.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Back to back.
They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more play to pad the stats. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he is brought down after the
Let's go, Chad.
and the clock strikes 0 here in the 4th quarter.
Man, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's wild, bro. We got to be better. Definitely got to run the ball better. Cornell had a game. Man. Brandon Ennis had a game. Jeremiah Smith had a game. But Cornell had a game. That was good defense, right? I mean, good offense right there. Better defense. All right. All right, y'all, man. That's where I call it. I appreciate everyone tapping in. If you have not subscribed, that would be right now would be a good time to go ahead and do so. or hit that like button, man. Either one is appreciated. Appreciate y'all tapping in. And